So you're a car guy in 2025 who wants to drive something that isn't like the boring SUVs, the overpriced tech-filled junk, or the dull, soulless boxes that dominate today's roads. You want something fun, reliable, good to drive, something you could actually make your own, a car you can modify, enjoy, and share with other enthusiasts. Well, bad news. Every fun-to-drive car today is stupidly expensive, and finding something affordable that isn't a headache to own is nearly impossible. Each year, cars get pricier, less reliable, and further away from what actually makes cars enjoyable. But there's still hope. In this video, I'll give you 10 real options. Cars that are fun, fairly recent, and worth your time. I'll go over what makes them good, their pros and cons, and whether if they'll truly benefit you as a car guy. And stay tuned, because in the end, we're also going to show some honorable mentions. We've got a lot to cover, so let's jump right in. Before I start this video, make sure to subscribe to Durant. I make weekly videos about the automotive world, and if you enjoy these kind of videos, make sure to support and show love to the growing channel. Your support means so much to me, and this channel wouldn't be possible without you guys. Anyways, let's get back into the video. So here are the rules. Each car on this list is from 2010 or newer because that's when cars became safer, better built, and still capable of lasting miles put on the odometer. Now for the budget. Everyone's working with different numbers, so I've broken it down into 3 tiers. Low tier, 2,000 to 6,000, mid tier, 7,000 to 10,000, and finally high tier, 11,000 to 25,000. If you have more than 25 grand to spend on your first car, I don't know, buy something dumb. Realistically, 25k is the max you should spend on your first enthusiast car, and 2k is the lowest you could go while still getting something decent. Now that we've got the rules, let's get started. Number 1, the 2010 to 2012 Scion TC. Imagine taking everything great about the Toyota Corolla and stuffing it into a tiny coupe. You get the Scion TC. The TC is a reliable, affordable, and fun compact coupe with solid performance for the price. Powered by a 2.4-liter 4-cylinder, making 161 horsepower, it comes with either a 5-speed manual or 4-speed automatic. While its 0 to 60 time isn't impressive, it handles well and has great aftermarket support for modifications. It's easy to find, built to last, and a great entry-level enthusiast car. Some downsides include cheap interior materials, an outdated 4-speed manual auto, and a mediocre suspension setup, but overall, it's a solid choice. Final rating, 8 out of 10. Number 2, the 2010 to 2014 Volkswagen Golf. The Volkswagen Golf is the one you probably saw coming. Whether you're in Europe or the United States, these cars are easy to find and dirt cheap. Volkswagen's reliability can be a hit or miss, but the Golf is generally known to handle everything well. It's small, but has decent performance, and is also incredibly easy to mod, with nearly endless build opportunities. It's priced a bit higher than the Scion TC, but the extra versatility and size make it definitely worth it. The 2.5-liter engine gives it plenty of power for a hatchback, and the manual is one of the best in its price range, so it's a great choice overall. 9 out of 10. Number 3, the Acura RSX. The RSX is just an underrated gem. I know this one breaks the 2010 rule, but because of Honda's reliability and the car's extremely cheap price, it makes for the perfect option all around. It's like the Scion TC on steroids, offering impressive performance. One great thing about this car is its styling. Acura was in its golden age during this time, and these cars still hold up today, standing out from the bland SUVs people are picking for their first cars now. It's easy to mod, fun to drive, and honestly, I'd say it's one of the best cars on this list. For the price, it's perfect all around. 10 out of 10. Now it's time for mid-tier. Now we're getting into the sweet spot between price, mileage, and practicality. Number 4. The 2013 to 2016 Scion FRS, Subaru BRZ, or Toyota 86. These cars are underrated. They're a bit harder to find, but when you do find one, they're a hidden gem. The performance is solid, and they probably sound the best on this list, and they're loud, so that's a plus. They're smooth and futuristic, but I'll admit, they're not really my style. They're difficult to mod, and the cars feel too clean, but not in a good way. Anyway, the interior is modern without being overwhelmed by tech, offering a robust feel with decent touchscreen and Bluetooth depending on the year. Overall, great options, but not my personal favorite. 7 out of 10. Number 5. The 2011 to 2014 BMW 128i. The 128i is a bit of a mixed bag. While BMWs are known for their performance, reliability can be questionable, especially with higher mileage examples. That said, the 128i has solid handling in a 3.0-liter i6 engine, offering a good balance of power and driving experience. It also stands out visually with the signature BMW styling, and it reminds me of some of the classic M5s, while still looking modern and fresh. Now, the downside is you're going to be labeled as that BMW driver, which, depending on your view, might be a blessing or a curse. As long as you're not the stereotypical aggressive driver that vapes and ignores turn signals, you'll be alright. Performance and looks are there, but for the price and potential maintenance issues, it's not the most reliable pick. 6 out of 10. Number 6. The 2013 Infiniti G37 Coupe. I love Infinitis, and as of right now, Infiniti isn't doing so well. The G37 came from an era where Infiniti actually cared, when Infiniti was still putting out cars with solid balance of performance and luxury. With its 3.7-liter V6, it's got decent power and handles well for a larger coupe. The styling is definitely a standout, and while it's a bit tough to mod, it doesn't really need much. The car looks great as is. Reliability could be a hit or miss, but Infinitis generally hold up with high mileage. If you're into larger, more comfortable coupes with solid performance, this one's a great choice. 8 out of 10. Number 7. The 2010 to 2012 Nissan 370Z. The 370Z is a car that holds a special place in the hearts of JDM enthusiasts. It's a proper sports car with sharp handling, with the 3.7-liter V8 pushing out 332 horsepower and a design that has aged incredibly well. The manual transmission is where it shines, and the shifter feel is top-notch, and it's a blast to drive on twisty roads. The Nismo version takes it up another notch, but as you can imagine, the price for that model shoots up, so unless you've got a bigger budget, the standard 370Z is the sweet spot. Finding one in this price range with decent mileage is tough, but if you're lucky enough, it'll be a solid pick that lasts. 8 out of 10. Now we're entering the top tier, where you've got 3 solid options, each something special to offer depending on what you're after. Number 8. The Subaru WRX STI. The WRX STI is a powerhouse, and for good reason. It's one of the few performance cars that truly delivers on all fronts. Subaru's rally heritage is evident in the way this car handles, and it's an all-wheel drive beast with a turbocharged 2.5-liter flat-4 engine, putting down 305 horsepower. What I really like about Subarus, including the STI, is that they're relatively low maintenance, especially when compared to other performance cars. It's got that classic aggressive styling, boxy yet muscular, and there's plenty of room to mod it to your heart's content. That said, the outdated EJ257 engine keeps it from reaching its full potential. While the performance is still top tier, it's hard not to notice that it's a bit behind modern competitors. Still, it's a solid 8 out of 10 for its overall driving experience and potential. Number 9. The Mazda Miata. You already knew this was coming. The Miata is a classic for a reason. It's small, nimble, quirky, and provides one of the purest driving experiences available. The newer models keep the fun alive with modern features while maintaining that lightweight rear-wheel drive charm. The performance isn't insane, but it's more than enough for anyone looking to enjoy a fun, responsive car. The downsides? It's not that practical. There's limited space, the interior is basic, and it's definitely not the car for anyone who needs to haul a lot of stuff. But if you're in a straightforward, enjoyable driving, the Miata is still a solid choice. 7 out of 10. Number 10. The 2017 Honda Civic Si. The Civic Si is the perfect choice for car enthusiasts, offering solid performance, reliability, and a great aftermarket scene. With its 1.5-liter turbocharged engine, it's quick, fun, and practical. Honda has always been known for making cars that handle performance upgrades while still being everyday drivers. The Civic Si gives you that same formula, but with some minor drawbacks like a stiff suspension, lower rev limit, and some turbo lag. But honestly, the positives far outweigh the negatives. It's a great looking car, a blast to drive, and for enthusiasts, it hits the sweet spot. 10 out of 10. Well, you made it through the list, but before we wrap up, let's take a look at a few honorable mentions, each explained in only one sentence. The V8 Crown Victoria. Old, clunky, but a blast to drive while still having that classic police car feel. 6 out of 10. The Toyota Corolla, any year. The world's most reliable car, super cheap to own, and handles pretty well for a compact sedan. 10 out of 10. The Honda Accord. Large, quick, and reliable. 10 out of 10. Scion XB. If you could find an older model for sale, they're surprisingly fun to drive and cool. 9 out of 10. Honda Fit. It's small, nimble, and a great choice for anyone looking for a fun daily driver without the hassle. 9 out of 10. The early Dodge Charger. These sedans are good looking, but their reliability is questionable, and they're overpriced. 6 out of 10. The Dodge Dart. Cheaper and more economical than owning a Charger, but it looks hideous. 3 out of 10. The Dodge Neon SRT4. An even cheaper version of owning a Charger, and while it looks like a bug, it's still cool and quirky. 7 out of 10. The Hyundai Genesis Coupe. A great choice for those who want a fun, sporty, small car on a budget. 8 out of 10. The Pontiac GTO. Unreliable and expensive, but these cars are incredibly fun to drive and look good. 4 out of 10. The Nissan Juke Nismo RS. Really ugly, terrible fuel efficiency, but it's quirky. 5 out of 10. Well, that wraps up the honorable mentions. Remember, all of these cars have their own charm and are memorable in their own way. Sure, they might not be as versatile as larger vehicles, but they are the ones you look back and remember most. What will you remember more? A Honda Civic you drove in your teens or early 20s, or Honda Odyssey used for school drop-offs in your late 30s and beyond? In conclusion, if you're a car enthusiast who wants a fun car, you should get one if you have the budget and time to maintain one. These cars hold great value to you as a car guy and will likely introduce you to that shared passion and community along the way. Anyways, that's gonna do it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and remember people, drive safe, drive smart, but most importantly, drive something worth talking about. See you in the next one.